Hello, people. Chapter 2 review. We're going to kind of try to rock right through this and get this review ready to go. Do you guys have your note card from yesterday?
Yes.
You don't need it right now, I don't think. Some of this stuff, I guess, is from the note card. But like the back side, the stuff that we already have of this review done is the other part. Like the vase and haws and holes and everything, that should be on your note card. Okay. So there's that. All right. Here we go. Write the quadratic function in standard form and sketch its graph. Identify the vertex, axis, symmetry, x and y intercepts, right? So in standard form, they are both in standard form, but they're not like, I'm gonna switch them around to make him look like that instead, right? Negative x squared plus 6x. All right, vertex. I'm gonna do vertex, axis of symmetry, and the x and the y. X intercepts, y intercepts. Okay, do you remember how to find the vertex?
What?
Is this written on your note card? I think it is.
No.
How do you find the vertex?
It needs to be. Negative b over 2a.
Negative b over 2a. Okay, what is b?
Yeah, it is. -1.
That's a.
That says vertex.
Negative b would be
Is-
negative 6 over 2 times negative 1, which is positive 3. Positive 3 comma something, and then we plug it back in, right? Okay, so if I plug the 3 back in, this would be like negative 3 squared,
0.
but that would be negative 9 because the negative was there first, plus 6 times 3 is 18. So 9, negative 9 plus 18 is 3 comma 9 is the vertex. Yeah?
No.
Mm-hmm. If we plug back in. Yeah, I'm sure.
Hey, you know what?
Okay, the vertex, if the vertex is at 3 comma 9, let's just like sketch a graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
It
9.
doesn't matter what form
No.
it's in. If you use b over 2a.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has to be in vertex form. Or in standard form.
What about
If it's in vertex form, like
I guess there is no b, is there?
well, like in vertex form. Okay, so like you guys learn in trig, like plus 4x minus 3. You don't have to use b over 2a to find the vertex. The vertex is just 3 comma 4, right?
Oh yeah.
You don't have to do negative b over 2a to find that.
I see.
Yeah, so that's why. All right, so 3 comma 9, and this guy is facing down because it's a negative x squared, right? The axis of symmetry always goes through that x coordinates. So the AOS will be x equals 3. Okay, the x-intercepts, we plug 0 in for y. So I have 0 equals negative x squared plus 6x. This one's the hard one to do. What are you gonna do for that?
Divide by 6.
No.
0 and 6.
Yeah, maybe. It might be
Yes.
negative 6. I don't know.
Oh.
Pull an x out. Let's pull an x out. 0 equals x times negative x plus 6. Okay, if I set them equal to 0, x equals 0. If I set negative x plus 6 equal to 0, I would subtract the 6. Negative x equals negative 6 and divide by negative. So
I
x
did not do
equals
it that way.
6. How'd you do it?
A simple trinomial. Yeah, I can.
Sure.
Yeah, you can.
What multiplies to give you 0 but adds to give you 6? Huh. 6 and 0. Alright. There you go. Sure. Whatever. That makes sense, I guess. Alright, the y-intercept. If you plug 0 in for x,
0.
right? If I plug 0 in for x,
You get 0.
it's always going to be that last number, that c value, but since this one doesn't have a c, you get 0. The y-intercept is 0. Do. Happy with that? That was a long one.
If the
Vertex, AOX, AOS, x-intercept. I'll make this one a little bit longer. Y-intercept. Here we go.
What?
Where are you going? What?
Okay, vertex. Negative b over 2a. Negative 4 over 2 times, what's a?
3. No,
Yeah.
1.
1. So this is negative 2 comma something. By the way, this, if you want to flip it around. Okay. Negative 2 comma something. All right, negative 2 squared is 4. Negative 2
8.
times 4 is
Negative
minus
1.
8 plus 3.
Oh, it's negative 2. Never mind.
4 minus 8 plus 3. Negative 1.
Chop, chop, chop.
Did you get negative 1?
Yeah.
AOS.
What's that little baby video where the baby's like chop, chop, chop?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking
AOS is x equals
Stuck in my head.
what?
-2.
-2. It's always gonna go through the x coordinates. Okay, alright. 0 equals x squared plus 4x plus 3. Simple trinomial, multiply to get 3, add to get 4.
Why do we set it to
What is-
0, equal to 0?
Because for an x-intercept, the y-coordinate is 0. For a y-intercept, the x-coordinate is
No,
0.
but if you just factor it, that just confuses me. Cause like I wanna move the 3 over and divide by 4
Nah,
or whatever.
nah,
1 and 3.
nah. You can't do that. 1 and 3. X plus 1, x plus 3. So x equals -1 and x equals -3. What's the y-intercept?
3.
3. Okay,
Wow.
good. Those ones were long because they asked for a ton of stuff.
That's stupid.
Okay, write the vertex form. The vertex form is y equals, write this down. Vertex form, y equals
Calm down.
a times x minus h squared plus k. Okay, we just talked about vertex form just a little bit ago. H and k is your vertex. There could be this number out in front there. If there's no number, it's 1, which means he does not have a vertical stretch or compression. But if there is a number there, he does have a vertical stretch or compression. That's what we have to find. Okay, so we know that the vertex is 4, 1. Great. 4 goes here. Whoop. 4
-4.
goes here, and 1 goes here, right? So it'll be -4 on the inside, right? And then it says it goes through the point 2, -1, yeah? That helps us figure out what A is. So if I plug 2 in here for x and 1 in here for y,
Is A the
2
slope?
minus 4
Oh my goodness.
is -2, and -2 squared is
That's all bad.
4. So this is 4a plus 1 equals 1. Yeah? Is this true? Am I doing this right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wrong. That's why. Y is -1. I'm like, we're gonna end up with a problem. Huh, A is gonna be 0. Okay, no, Y is -1. Okay, then what?
Subtract the 1.
-1? Okay, so -2 equals 4a, and A is
1/2.
-2 over 4, which is -1/2. Okay,
Why is
so,
it -2? Oh, I see. Never mind.
yeah, I originally had that as a positive one, but it's actually a -1. Okay, so final answer, Y equals -1/2, which is a vertical compression. X minus 4 squared plus 1. Okay,
Is the A the slope?
what?
Is the A the slope?
Kind of in a sense. It's the slope from the first point to the second point. But then after that, I mean, obviously it's not the same slope every time.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, because it's a parabola, right? Yeah. Okay, do you want to try this next one?
No.
Sure.
I'll do it silently and then you check with me, okay? Here we go. Start with the vertex.
Do you get a third? Anyone?
Can you just hold on?
Hey, what?
Hold on.
How are you done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give us a minute.
You got a third? Maybe.
Well, I need somebody else. Not just anybody else.
I got a
Shut.
2. How do you take it from
your hands?
vertex to standard?
If
Before
you're happy and you know.
You just spoil it, yeah.
Your hands.
Yep.
If you're happy and you know, then you really
Y
want to
equals
show it.
3. Oh, I didn't get 1/3 at all.
Oh boy. If you're
I
happy
did.
and you know, clap your hands.
I did.
Thank you, Rachel.
There's my
No,
work.
I didn't clap my hands until I got it.
So -1 minus 2 inside of here is -3. And if you square it, that's 9. That's where this 9 came from.
Yeah. I don't know what I did.
Will you stop?
I had 3 equals 9a, and then I went to divide by 9, but I said it was 3. But I understand where I went wrong.
Oh, gotcha.
Wait.
Yeah.
I did 9a divided by 3.
Oh.
And I got 3.
Where do you
You wanna get the A by itself, so you wanna divide the 9
I
over.
don't know.
Yep.
I think I saw that worked out perfectly.
right? Like in your head, you're like, hey, it's a nice number. I do that all the time. Yep. Number 5. We ready for number 5? Kind of, yeah. Okay, we're talking about revenue. So revenue is this number right here. This is my y coordinate. Y coordinate is revenue. Then it talks about the price per unit. This is the x coordinate. So x is price, y is revenue. Okay, this is a downwards parabola because it's a negative p squared, right? So downwards parabola. Find the revenues when the prices per box are 20, 25, and 30.
Plug them in.
Plug them in. 20 yields what? 25 yields what? 30 yields what?
12,000 for 20.
What?
12,000.
12,000 exactly?
Yes, ma'am.
12,000, okay?
13,750.
13,750.
No, that's mine. I want to do that.
15,000.
Oh, 12,000. 13,750, and what's the last one?
15,000.
15,000, perfect. Yeah? Perfect. Find the unit price that will yield a maximum revenue. What are they asking for when they ask for maximum?
The vertex.
The vertex, okay. Find the unit price. So we're finding the price. Are we finding X or Y?
X.
We're finding X, okay? Find the price that will yield the maximum revenue, and then it says what is that revenue?
40.
So then we are finding Y, right? We're finding
How do you
X
know?
and Y. Explain your results, okay? So, negative B over 2A is negative 800 over 2 times negative 10, which is negative 20. So negative 800 over negative 20 is like 40. So $40 is my price, okay? And that will yield me a maximum revenue if I plug it back in, 40,
16,000.
16,000 is the revenue. Okay, so if I charge $40 a piece for a price, that will yield me the maximum revenue.
From gift
Now,
box.
how does that work though? Because like if I would charge more than that, wouldn't I make more money?
No.
Why?
Because your negative 10p squared kicks in.
Yeah, but what's happening then?
It's a downward
Like let's
parabola.
say I charge $50 per thing. Wouldn't I make more money?
No.
No, because why?
It's a downward parabola. We've been over this.
Because it's what?
It's a downward parabola.
You would lose people because people are like, that's too expensive, I'm not paying for that, right? That's why you would not have as many people purchase it. That's why it's gonna be eventually it gets to a point where it's like, nope, people are not gonna spend their money on it because it's too high price, right? So, not always jacking the price up does it give you more money, alright? Describe the transformation. We have a negative and we have a 4, they do not go together. Which one goes
what?
first?
Stretch.
I hate.
Which one goes first?
No, it doesn't matter.
This one, it doesn't matter. This is the one scenario where the negative or the 4, they're being applied at the same time. So you can switch those two around. Let's go 4 first. What's 4 do?
Stretch.
Vertical stretch by 4. Okay, the negative
Flip X.
over x, or flip x, or reflected across the x, whatever you want to say. Okay, how many things are happening on the second one?
A lot.
1, 2, 2.
Just 2.
That's not even the same
No,
power.
it's 3.
I don't know. This should be a 4.
Uh,
Ignore that. That's a typo.
Is that a thing?
Boom.
Can they do that?
No, they can't do that to you. You can't go from a 4th power to a 2nd power
That's
and
a
then tell me the
4?
transformation. Yeah, or this is a 2nd, whatever. They just have to match powers. So that's a typo on my part. It's either square, square root of the 4th power, whatever. Okay, which one happens first?
Right 8.
Right 8. Okay, what's the 2 do?
Vertical stretch by 2.
Vertical stretch by 2. Because he's outside of the parentheses.
And if it's inside
I never
parentheses
did
and it is
Then
a
you
fraction,
flip
then
it.
it's a vertical or horizontal stretch by
Yes,
2.
by whatever, like that. Yeah,
What?
would be flipped. Yep. Okay, describe the left and right hand behaviors. How do we do that?
X is to infinity. Y,
Y
is to
goes to something.
Just hand
Yep.
or X.
Why are they both
X goes to negative infinity, Y goes to something. I'm gonna do that on 8 and
Why
9.
are they both vertical?
Vertical stretches?
Yeah.
Because,
Because they're both whole numbers.
yeah, only if they were fractions. of
Yep,
a
and they're both outside of parentheses. They're like outside of the
Why would they
cube.
have parentheses?
What? So the parentheses for the top one, Rach, the parentheses lie right here. So you're cubing that thing and then multiplying it by 4. If you were taking the thing, multiplying it by 4, and then cubing it, that would be horizontal. It would be inside of the cube. The cube is what makes the parentheses. Yeah. Okay? All right, so you got that little thing drawn? This is a negative x squared. So he is a parabola facing down. So end behavior,
Negative infinity, negative infinity.
down and down. Negative, negative.
Nope.
Boom. Okay?
Damn.
Okay, x to the 7th power. Like, he's got a bunch of little bubbles in him probably, but he's negative x to the 7th power, which should tell me he goes something.
Up and then down.
He starts up and then he goes down. However many bubbles he has in the middle, he's going to be up here and down here, right? That's what he's going to look like. So as x goes to infinity, that's on the right side. On the right, he's going down. So the first one should be negative. The second one, as he goes to the left, he's going positive. Which is kind of confusing. A little bit, maybe. Or not. I don't know.
I'm always confused.
You're always confused. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. Alright. Find all the zeros. Great.
No.
Determine the multiplicity of each zero. Okay, but first, before we do that, 10. What is his degree? What's the degree on 10?
2.
He is to the, if you multiply everything out, he would be to the 3rd power. Okay, so that means all my multiplicities have to add up to be 3. Okay, now I'm not going to multiply him out because he's already factored down for me. I'm just going to set each piece equal to 0. So if I set this guy equal to 0, x equals 0. How many times does 0 show up as an answer? Once, so he has multiplicity of 1. All right, now, this x plus 3 squared really just means x plus 3 times another x plus 3, right? So I set each piece equal to 0. So I have x equals negative 3 and x equals negative 3, or multiplicity of 2. Do my multiplicities add up to be 3? Perfect. There you go.
Also imaginary.
Okay, what does it mean when it has multiplicity of 2?
It just touches.
Touch,
Imaginary,
touch, no
not-
cross, right? Oh, and, yeah. And use this to determine whether the graph touches or crosses at each 0. At 0, if he's going to cross. At 3, at negative 3, he's going to just touch and go back up, right? Cross touch. There you go. Good, good? Was that too fast?
Ma'am.
All right, let's get over to 11. What are you going to do first?
Figure out like
Take out, and I'm going to take out, yep, x squared. Take out an x squared. Left over is x minus 8. Then what?
So x equals
let it
8.
equal.
X squared equals 0. Then you take the square root. So we have the square root of 0. What's the square root of 0?
Plus or minus 0.
Technically plus or minus 0, which is just 0, but this has multiplicity of 2, right? X equals 8 with a multiplicity of 1. What's the degree total?
3.
3. Do they add up to be 3?
Mhm.
0, he's going to touch.
Cross.
8, he's going to cross. See, this isn't confusing.
I'm confused.
You're confused? How are you confused?
Where did the 0 from?
Because we pulled out an x squared and then we set this equal to 0 and we set this equal to 0. If x squared equals 0 and you take the square root.
Take out 2 x's.
Okay, I'll leave that up there so you can see. Take out x squared, right. Take out an x squared, left over is x squared plus x minus 12.
Oh no.
Okay, this though, what's the total degree by the way? 4, okay, so we're gonna have 4 of them. Alright, so this x squared is gonna chill. This x squared plus x plus 12 is plus 4 minus 3. Whoa. X plus 4, x minus 3. Will that do it? Set each piece equal to 0. So, if x squared equals 0, x equals 0 with a multiplicity of 2. This guy, x equals negative 4 with a multiplicity of
1.
Here, x equals 3 with a multiplicity of 1. Do my multiplicities all add up? Yep. Okay. At 0, he's going to touch. The other 2, he's going to cross. That was super fast. Was that super fast? Hey, that's not too bad. All right, and now we just have the easy part left, maybe.
Easy part, my foot.
Divide. Oh, please, that's the easy part. Come on, man. All right, roll up your sleeves. Here we go. Whew. Moving on. Ready? All right, long division. Long division. All right, don't screw up here.
I have a crisp $5 bill if you're
Nope.
nearby.
It's all
I
right.
have like 35.
You're not gonna skip long
I
division.
don't know where
This
I
is my
got 20
favorite.
from, but
Do we have to put any zeros in?
I'm not even joking. I
No.
know where
Don't
it's from.
forget it.
No, we don't.
This one doesn't, but don't forget it, if we do, right? Get him set up, ready to go, put him at the very top so that you have lots of room. This one doesn't need terrible amounts of room.
So,
Yeah. Okay, alright, what do you multiply to get, 5x to get 30x squared? 6x, right? Then multiply back through.
18.
30x squared minus 18x, but then you have to flip the sign, so minus plus. Okay, the 30x squareds go away. Negative 3x and 18x
15.
is 15x.
Drop down.
Drop down the 8 plus 8. You're going to have a remainder. This one doesn't come out
3.
nice. Okay, you're going to multiply by 3.
Oh.
3 times 5x is 15x. I'm following you, Rach. I gotcha. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, but then you have to
The sun.
flip the signs.
17.
Okay, so 17 is your remainder. So we write it
17
as
over 5x minus
perfect. 17 over 5x minus 3.
Thought you-
Could you check your answer on this?
How do you say
No. No. Don't.
You could.
Stop. No.
You could.
Hey.
You could. We're dividing by, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm gonna just show you. We're dividing by 5x minus 3, right? If you set that equal to 0 and you add the 3 and divide by 5, x equals 3/5, which
Ugh.
as a decimal is 0.6. If you plug 0.6 in here, which you could easily do, what should you get as an answer?
0. No, 17.
You should get 17. And if you got 17, chances are you got the rest of it right, correct? Does that make sense? Okay. You set that guy equal to 0, you get whatever that is, you plug it in, it should be equal to the remainder. Yeah? Okay. 14?
No.
14.
Don't sound excited for this. but
Five.
Oh,
it feels-
yeah. We got lots of room, so I'm just gonna go right below.
5.
Woo! X squared minus 5x minus 1. Do we need zeros?
Minus, nope.
I should have given you one with zeros. Why did I not do that?
Cause I would've
so
killed
divided by
you.
below.
Maybe I did that on synthetic. Did I?
No.
Yes, I did actually.
Yeah, you did.
What? You did not.
Where is it? Where is it? It's there. There's a zero on synthetic.
4, 3, 2, 1. What?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Are we looking at different things?
No. There's, you have to put a zero on synthetic.
On the very end,
Yep.
where
Okay.
the number should be? That's 0?
Rach says this is 5x, right?
Yep.
5x times x squared is 5x cubed. Be careful when you're multiplying back through, especially with your positives and negatives. 5x times negative 5x is negative 25x squared. 5x times negative 1 is negative 5x. Then you flip the sign.
Oh,
Minus,
no remainder.
Plus. No remainder?
No.
Hey. Alright. 4x squared minus 20x minus 4, yeah? Okay, let's multiply by a positive 4. 4 times x squared is 4x squared minus 20x minus 4. Hey, she's right. Minus plus plus 0 remainder. So 5x plus 4. Boom. Now this one we can't check our answer because this is not a binomial. But I'm guessing that if we came out with no remainder, we're probably correct. Because the chances of that happening by doing it wrong is slim to none. So 5x plus 4, there you go. Alright, good?
Yep.
Synthetic. Alright,
Yep,
where's
so-
the 0? Synthetic. Alright, we're doing an opposite. Here we go. 6, negative 4, negative 27, 18. And if you stop there, you're wrong.
Why?
Because
Put a 0
he has to go all the way down to no x's, so he technically has a 0 on the end, right? Don't
Tell us
forget it.
that.
Don't forget it. That's the tricky part. Don't forget it. He has to go all the way down to 0. What number goes on the outside?
2.
2. A positive 2.
Oh.
Set him equal to 0. He's positive 2. Okay. All right. Are we ready? 6, 12, 8, 16, negative 11, negative 22, negative 4, negative 8, negative 8. There's my remainder.
So 6x to the third.
Yes, okay, so we were taking
That doesn't-
x to the 4th and divided by x, so this should have an x to the 3rd, and then we go down from there. So 6x to the 3rd plus
I did this.
8x squared minus 11x minus 4 minus 8 over x minus 2. Now, suppose I want to check my answer. Can I?
Yes.
Yes. What would you plug in?
2.
2 into here. And what should you get?
8.
Plug in 2 equals negative 8. Yeah?
I've seen that.
Yeah. Did you do 16?
No.
No,
Yes.
you didn't?
Do you plug those
Yes.
in or what?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when you.
And then determine whether they are zeros. So if I plug them in,
I'll do A.
yeah, you want to divide and conquer?
I got B.
It has to come out to be 0, right?
It has to come out to be 0.
Okay.
Does somebody have C? Because I'll do D real fast.
I got it as yes.
You got it as a yes, so equals 0?
Yeah.
So yes, 2/3 is a factor. Okay, I'll do negative 1. Negative 3 minus 8 plus 20 plus 16. That is equals 36 minus 11. 25. No. Is that what you got? Maybe?
I got a 32 for B, ma'am.
32 for B
Yes.
when you plugged it in. So that is a
No.
no.
Yes, first A.
Equals 0, yes? So that means it's crossing at 4 and it's crossing at 2/3. Okay, so either one of those has a multiplicity of 2, or there's another one, or it's an imaginary.
Hey,
Good,
Gordon's
good?
looking at me funny.
Coordinates? Well, I don't blame you.
Suspecting me.
You're funny looking. Alright. Okay. 17 and 18. My algebra kids were doing I's the other day, and they get confused. And here is why. 17 and 18. They foil number 17. You don't foil number 17.
Well, why would they do
What's it
that?
asking you to do?
Add.
Add. You're adding. So you're basically just combining like terms, right? 7 plus a negative 4. 3. 5i plus 2i. That's all. Okay? Don't multiply when you're not supposed to. 18 is where you foil, yeah? Okay. Do you want to try it on your own? Try it and then check with me. Here we go.
5.
Now you're like, give me a ton of these, right? These are like free points, right?
No.
Come on.
You alright there?
Yep.
I might not have done it right, so.
I
Are you
got
sure?
58, but I'm probably not right.
What the? I agree with
No.
Moses.
I got
Zero.
that.
How'd you get 17?
You 5 and 12.
Oh.
Because a 12 becomes a positive 12, right? I squared is negative 1.
Yeah, I just put 5 middle part. 12.
Did you figure out what you did wrong?
How did I get 60i?
I think you probably took the 2 times the 30. Maybe. Did you?
30.
Did you write down your middle step? Is this your middle step?
Yeah, I said 5 minus 2i plus 60i. I don't know where I
6
came up with
6
that.
and 5 is 30.
Oh boy.
You must have done
Oh, yeah, I probably did
6
that.
and 10 or something. Maybe.
I don't know.
Alright, 17 plus 28i, yeah? Okay, what about this one? What do you do here?
You just.
You distribute, right? Like foil, but kind of. So,
77i.
hey, look at you go. Minus
63.
63i squared, but I squared is
One.
negative 1, which makes this positive 63. And if you want to make me really super happy, you'll put the 63 first,
Oh.
right? So that he's in standard form. Come
I
on. It's not wrong if you don't, but it's better form if you do. Woo! Okay, 20. How do you do this?
Foil.
Don't you dare. Right.
Oh.
64 minus 25i squared and call it a day. Because it doesn't do this. That doesn't work. You're doing it right. You foil. Yes. Don't you dare do. I had a professor in college that called that the freshman's dream. Because all freshmen came into college thinking that you could just distribute the 2 through. Nope. You got to write it out twice in foil. Okay. All right. Here we go. I'll be quiet. Me
Did you
too.
fall on
Me 4 or 5.
Would you
Me
get
5?
25
I don't
minus
wanna
2
do
lives?
21.